Hi, hello everybody. If you're joining me, hello. I hope you've had a good day, or evening, or morning, or wherever you are. My name's Michaela Jane Smith. I'm with you for the next hour. I'm going to explain a little bit of how I work. If you haven't seen me before, sometimes I'll just go direct to a person. Other times I'll give a little bit of information and then the person will say, yes, that sounds like me. Hi, Rihanna. Hi, Namira. Tina. I hope that's how you spell it. Say it, sorry. Um, and Anyway, so what I'll do is I'll go with how Spirit wants me to work. This evening, Spirit have put cards in my hand, and not literally in my hand, but yeah. And we go with that, and then normally what happens is the mediumship comes through at the same time. So I'm going to, let me see, Tina, I'm going to work with you. So T-E-A-R-N-A. Right, so consult a nutritionist. I don't know whether you've been thinking about having some kind of alternative health, or going down that kind of way, or eating healthy, or doing something, but I feel that that's what you've been looking at. I think you've been overworking yourself. I feel that you feel run down, and I feel that Spirit's saying that to me, that you are being really, really run down. Hi, like, so what do I mean? I feel that you may need to consult, or you've planned, or you've thought about going down a different kind of way, like alternative health, um, whether it be crystals, whether it be essential oils, whether it be different kinds of eating. But I'm feeling that that's a good way for you to go at the moment. I feel that everything that you've tried has let you down. I feel that you've been wore out a little bit. I also feel that there's a lady coming through in spirit for you, and she's saying, you know, sometimes you just have to say no, whether that makes sense to you. I feel like this lady is saying sometimes you just have to say no. She's coming in on mum's side, so whether she's mum, auntie, or somebody who's very, very like a mother or grandmother, but she's saying sometimes you just have to say no. And I feel like with this as well, I feel that you've been exhausting yourself on everybody else's energy. You've been taking their negative. She's my mum, thank you. I feel like you've been absorbing people's negative energy, and it's your body's felt like a magnet to it, and everything's just coming to you, and you are just saying, your body's saying enough, mum's saying enough, mum's saying no, you've got to put yourself first. I feel like that taking a little bit of a break away, or doing something different, will be really, really beneficial to you. I feel that mum wants you to do this. I feel that mum's saying also that you need time to recharge and get your old self back, because I feel like you've lost yourself a little bit, and she's telling me that you've lost yourself, and she's saying that your problems are not shared, but you share everybody else's, if that makes sense to you. And she's saying it's enough, there's enough. And I feel like that's what she wants me to say to you. I know that she's also bringing green in, and she's saying about some healing, and she wants me to give that to you. So I feel that that's because you've been feeling run down, and I know that that's why she's bringing that through. I feel that she's saying to me, she's giving me lots of yellow, and saying that you need some upliftment, and she's planting daffodils in my hand and giving them to you. And she's saying you need to surround yourself with lots of sunshine. I feel like you need to be outdoors more. And Mum's saying that, and Mum's saying think about yourself. I hope that makes sense for you. No, we're not. We don't. You don't need to go and see a doctor. I'm not saying anything medically is wrong with you. I'm saying just a bit about how you run down. We're not doctors, and we do not predict any illness or whatever. So no, don't take that wrong. What you need is some upliftment. What you need is to feel uplifted, and that's what Mum is saying to you. She also misses you. She also loves you very, very much, and she's also blowing you kisses, and she's saying you will always be a piece of her heart, the same as she is yours. And I leave her love with you. She's fine, my love. She's absolutely fine. Thank you for working with me. Michelle Oliver, Michele. Serenity. So this is your card that I've chosen for you. Hope you can see it. And with this, I feel like you've been feeling a little bit on your own. I sometimes feel that the world can be a very, very a lonely place at times to somebody. Hello, Michelle. I feel that sometimes there can be a million people around, but you feel that you're actually alone. I feel a little bit of sadness around you, my sweet. I feel that you need also a lot of upliftment. I feel that you actually cut yourself off from the things that you used to do, and I feel that you need to get back in there, and you need to start living again, if that makes sense, my love. Right, okay. Well, no, right, thank you. Right, I was just going to say a gentleman's just coming through for you, my love, and this gentleman is saying to me that she's lost her mojo, and I want to give her up her backside and tell her to go out and start living again, start being happy again, start smiling again. I don't feel that you're smiling, and I feel that you need to be respected a little bit more. I feel that you're not respected in a lot from a lot of people, and I feel that you kind of like where you would have got, before you would have stood your ground. I feel like you've just and you've accepted it all on the chin. And this man's saying to me, she can't do that. She's got to find her way again. She needs to get her mojo back. She needs to be herself. She needs to stop letting people make her feel lonely, if that makes sense. This is what he's saying to me. I know that he's got with him, he's also got like he's holding a small dog in his hands. I don't know, I'm not very good with words, but a small dog, and he's carrying that in, if that makes sense to you, my love. I'm not getting respected at home, right? Thank you. Right, so he's knowing that. So he's saying he would never put up with that. He would never let you be disrespected. He don't. He doesn't. He doesn't like how you're treated, and he's saying he's there and he's supporting you. Although he's not there in the physical sense, he's right next to you, and he's being your strength, and he wants to be your strength. It might be your dad, that might be your dad, fine, that's my love, that's great, but this man's giving you lots of strength, and he's saying you need to get yourself back in the direction that you had plans to go. So I feel that you had plans to go in a totally different way than what you're doing. I think you had dreams, and he's saying you can't just forget about what you want to do. You've got to go back to the drawing board and start again. And always had a dog. Okay, thank you. Right, because would you known that your dad would have been carrying a dog, because your dad's carrying this dog in his arms, and I think that he would have held this dog a lot, picked him up. If the door knocked, the dogs, I'm getting a sense the dog would have been yapping and barking, so he would have picked the dog up and carried him, if that makes sense. This is what he's showing me. He's also saying to me, stop doing your art. Like, okay, right. So I feel, Michelle, with your art, it was a spiritual, um, it was a kind of spiritual connection with your art. And I feel that that's saying this. I feel that it was your happy place. I feel that going back there, you will find your happy self again and find your happy ever after, because you can't let life just stand still, or because of grief. That's what I need to say to you. And because you're still grieving, you can still grieve, but you still need to be happy as well, sweet. And this is what he's saying. He wants you to be happy, and he's there right beside you, pushing you on and telling you, I am with you, I've got your back, I'll always have your back, I'm with you. And I think you need, my dad's first dog is also in spirit world. Okay, lovely, thank you. So I feel that what dad's trying to say to you is, get back to the drawing board, my love. Get back there. He is supporting you, and you will find your happy place. And I hope that all makes sense to you, my love. And I hope everything works out for you in the future. And thank you for working with me, Michelle. Bernie, Bernie Gear, Berni. Right, so you've got second opinion. Second opinion's your card. Now, when I feel with this card, the second opinion is that something, it doesn't always have to be to do to medical or anything like that. I feel that this is something to do with a legal matter. I feel that you need to get a second opinion. I feel that you are so moithered at the moment, Bernie, with everything going on, and there's just too much going on in my head. I want to scream, and I feel that you're not satisfied. You kind of like feel that what the advice that you're being given, um, you're not. It doesn't sit right with you. You don't feel that it's right. I understand that, um, when we get these, when we yeah, your head is mashed. Okay, I feel that when we get somebody giving off an opinion and they're saying the matter, it isn't always the right way. And I'm feeling that this is the case for you, my lovely. I feel that this is the case, that you are taking, somebody's coming at you and they're going, this is the way it should be, and it isn't the right way. As I say this, I also got a mail coming through to you, Bernie, and this man is a young man. I know he didn't get to old bones, and I know he would have been probably in his 40s, and I'm never ever really good with age, but I know that he's saying to me that you are all over the place. You're all over the place, and he's saying, slow down, just slow down, take a breather. This is what he's saying, your brother. Thank you. And he's saying, take a breather, step back, just let things come as they do, because I feel that you're almost expecting things to happen like that, and he's saying, let things work out on its own time, and I feel that that's what he's saying to you. I feel that he's trying to tell me as well that you've also got a lot of financial problems and worries at the moment. I feel like you're counting the pennies and you're forgetting about enjoying yourself, if that makes sense, Bernie. He's telling me that you know, it's okay to have some fun every now and again. You haven't always got to be like on the ball. He's saying, yeah, pay your bills, pay your debts, but sometimes you've just got to have that little bit aside and say, you know what, it's okay for me to it's okay for me to go and have my nails done. It's okay. I'm not going to feel guilty about this, because that's how I feel you are, Bernie. I feel that you feel guilty about spending money on yourself. This man here, your brother, lovely brother, he's saying, you know, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with, he's saying, make yourself pretty. That's what he's saying. Never his words, make yourself pretty. That is what he's saying. He's saying you're looking at people around you and they're getting all these things done, and you're thinking, if only. Well, he's telling you, go and do it. Go and spend some money on yourself. The bills will still be there at the end of the day. They will still be waiting for you, and he wants you to enjoy yourself. He also brings into me, he's saying, he's giving me the number 26. He's also bringing in September. He's mentioning September. So I don't know whether September you're waiting for something that's going to happen in September, or whether it's a birthday or something, but he's mentioning September. I also know he's saying he was a bit of sod it attitude. He's saying he would have gone sod it, and he would not have let things worry him like you are. That if that makes sense. He's saying he would have said sod it, and he said, because tomorrow takes care of itself, you know, so we haven't got to worry about today. Tomorrow, live for today. That's what he's saying to me, to tell you, live for today. Yeah, pay your bills, get yourself what you need to do, but at the same time, he's saying it's okay to have some you time. It's okay to spend a little bit of that hard-earned money, or whatever you have to go without. Take a little bit of a break and say, you know what, I'm going to spend a little bit on myself, whether it's your hair, your nails, or whatever you want, Bernie. But, and I know he's saying to me as well, there's so much love from his spirit coming from him, and he's saying there always was. You were always very, very special to him, and he didn't tell you that often enough. And he said he may have never, he was a bit of a joker and you couldn't take him serious, but he's saying he did love you. He really did love you, and he still does, and he loves you from spirit, and he's sending you all his love and also all his strength too. And he wants to see things looking up for you. And I think that's what he's saying about September. I think September is going to change for you. And I think that things will start taking a turn for the better for you, Bernie. I hope that all makes sense to you, and much love from the spirit, for you. K Weezy, K W E E Z Y W E E. Forgiveness heals. Right, so you've got forgiveness heals, my sweet. Forgiveness heals. So I don't know whether yourself finding it hard to forgive something that somebody's done to you. I feel that somebody's let you down a great deal, and I think that it's not the first time. I feel that this is has happened several times, and I feel that you just said, you know, I can't do this anymore. If that makes sense to you, Kay. I feel that forgiving is a part of your nature, and that's what you would normally do. And I feel that this time it's really, really, really hard. But I am being told by Spirit that forgiveness also takes a big burden off your shoulders, stops that anxiety, because I feel that anxiety around you as well. I also feel that you can't relax. I feel like I want to pace back and forward, if that makes sense. I want to pace back and forward, and I want to I feel like I'm not sleeping and very good, and when I do sleep I do feel like I haven't slept. I'm feeling tired, and I'm feeling that, you know, that everything has just took out of me. And I feel that with you, Kate, that you've got to, forgiveness is your nature. And I feel that although we don't always forget, forgiving sometimes is better to do, to take that load off us. I feel that that's where you're carrying. I feel the weight around your shoulders. I feel that you're carrying this baggage, and it's just holding you back from all the things that you want to do. I feel that you need to stop making sacrifices. I feel that that's something that you're doing, you're sacrificing. And I'm being told that you need to, but okay, there's a lady in spirit coming forward with you as well. Okay, there's a lady coming forward, and I feel that this lady would have been an auntie or grandmother. I feel she would have passed a while ago, and she would have been very, very, very wise in her words. She would have made a lot of sense. She's saying, I didn't take no nonsense. This is what she's saying. She's saying, I would not have no nonsense. And she's saying, if she had spoken to you, then you would have listened. That is what she's saying. And she's saying, well, I'm speaking to you now. Might be from the spirit world, but I am speaking to you. I am giving you that nudge, and I am saying, you know, don't always forget, but forgiveness always takes away the burden, takes that weight away, and you don't need to hold on to it. It's just not doing you any favours, my love, if that makes sense to you. This lady's also mentioning about an October, and she's showing me something to do with spring, the leaves. Auntie died last year, my grandma died years ago. Right, okay, so I feel like it may be grandma. She's showing me October, so if it's grandma, it would have been around October passing. I'm feeling like that kind. I'm feeling the leaves coming off the trees and the autumn time. And I'm feeling, okay, sweet. But she's also October the 5th, thank you. She's also mentioning about number 7, Kate. So I don't know whether that makes sense to you. Number 7, whether that's her passing or whether July or something around then. But she's mentioning about number 7. She's also mentioning about somebody who wears a hairpiece, a wig, if that makes sense to you. She's mentioning about that, whether grandma wore one or what, but I feel like she's telling me about somebody with a hairpiece, and she's right, okay, and she's combing. So I think it is grandma. Maybe grandma may have, or auntie would have wore a wig, because she's combing it and getting it all neat and straight before it gets on her head. And she's saying about always worried about it tilting to the side, if that made sense. She's on about tilting to the side. And I know there's a lot of spirit, lots of spirit with grandma or auntie coming through too, with lots and lots of love and lots of upliftment for you, my love. And she's also saying that she's around you often. I think you sense her. She's saying about you also, I feel that there's something to do with spirituality with you. I think there's some kind of connection there. And I'm going to leave her love with you, and thank you very, very, very much for working with me, and I hope some of that or all of it makes sense to you, my love. I seem like I'm beating through a lot of ladies and gents this evening, but I'm trying to get as many readings as possible as I can do this evening for you, if that makes sense. I'm hoping I can get as many readings. Like Cheryl Myers, THERYL. My love, children. I feel that I'm gone very cold. I feel that there may be more than one child in spirit, Cheryl, if that makes sense to you, my love. I feel that I feel that a great loss. I feel an emptiness. I feel that I was happy and expecting, and it was just took away from me, and I feel like that the hole there, I can't feel it. I feel that I feel sick. I feel like I want to hold back my words, and I'm having to swallow and fight back my tears, my love, if that makes sense. I feel that this is everybody thinks that you should move on and you should just get on with it, and I feel that you're struggling to see that and feel that. I feel that you feel that if you let go, it's almost like you're forgetting, and I don't think you're ready to do that, and I don't think you want to do that, and that's okay, my sweet. You haven't got to. You haven't got to. You can hold on as long as you want to. You can grieve as long as you want to. Grieving has no time limit, no time. You can grieve for however long it takes. Every one of us are different. I feel like, okay, sweet. I feel there's a man coming through here and as well, and he's a tall man, and he's coming through on mum's side. So maybe your grandfather, or a father. No, his grandfather on mum's side, and I'm feeling that he is saying to me to tell you that spirit lives on, if that makes sense. I feel that you've looked into another child's eyes, and you feel almost like a window, like I can't. How am I explaining this way? He's giving me the feeling that I'm looking into a child's eyes, and I'm feeling a window, like as if I thinking, would have they been like this, if that makes sense. Um, he's also telling me that, okay, sweet. He's also telling me that he passed with something to do with his chest. I feel like it was to do with his heart, and because he's making me aware of here. Um, I know that this child, this unborn child, would be in spirit with him. I know that he would have been the kind of, no, none of that resonates. Okay, Cheryl, just take, how can I put it? Right, so would you understand if I said great grandfather? Would you understand that he was, I'm saying that I'm feeling like a soldier, type of man, somebody who would have been, who or wore a uniform of some sort, because I'm feeling like I'm quite high up in what I do, if that makes sense. And I'm feeling that he is the kind of person that, no, okay, Cheryl may not be with you, my sweet. So that's fine. If I'm not with you, that's fine. Is there anybody who would understand this man in spirit who's saying that there's a child in spirit with him and he looks after, and he would have been, I feel, grandfather, and he's saying about, or great grandfather, he would have had the job that he had, he would have wore a uniform. He would have wore a uniform. Yeah, okay. Cheryl, I do feel that there's parts of this is for you. Just hold on. I'm just going to see if this man fits with anybody else. I will come back to you, my love. I will come back to you. Does this man, anybody recognise this man? Oh, we have a trying to feel. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you. Can I work with you a little while, please, Rebecca? Now, I knew this man, it belongs somewhere. Now, would you understand, Rebecca, that this man's making me want to swallow? I'm really dry. I'm thirsty. I'm feeling like I've got some kind of problem that with to do with I can't get my like saliva in my mouth. I'm very dry. And Mandy, please take what you can of this. Just listen in. It'll all fit. Um, would you understand that I'm feeling really dry and I don't feel like I can. I'm feeling a diabetic condition. Is that with you, Rebecca? That I've got a constant thirst. Oh, he did at the end. Okay, right. Okay, that's fine. But I'm feeling a diabetic complaint, that I've got a constant thirst or something like that. I'm not saying it's diabetes, but I'm saying that kind of feeling that I'm really thirsty. Would you understand that, Rebecca? Whether that's with yourself or whether that's with Grandad. But I'm feeling really thirsty. Some diabetes in the family. Yes, thank you. Okay, right. So this is what he's bringing through. I'm feeling also, right, that he's saying that, so he's also telling me that you don't quite look after your health. He's saying that he worries about you because you don't always look after yourself in the way that he thinks that you should look after yourself, if that makes sense. And he's saying to me that he worries that he's saying that you've got a bit of a sweet tooth and you like to eat the nice things in life, don't we all? But still, he's saying about the nice things in life, and he's saying he's worried about diabetes. Would that make sense, Rebecca? Would you understand why he's saying that? Or if it's not you, it's somebody in the family is not taking it serious, because he's saying about eating the wrong kind of things, filling themselves with all the wrong. Yes, I have a stressful job, don't always eat properly. Thank you. That's what he means. He's saying that like I get he's saying about whether it's yourself with you, Rebecca, that you're a snacker, that you'll just grab and eat as you go. You never actually sit down and eat a meal. Would you understand that? I feel that I'm not sitting down and taking a break and eating a meal. I'm eating on the go. I'm also getting, he's bringing in a nurse. Are you a nurse, Rebecca, or would you have a nurse in the family? Because he's bringing in a nurse's uniform. Would you understand why he's bringing that into? Yes, you're a snacker. Would you understand that he's bringing in a nurse, a uniform? I feel that, okay. Because he's on about something to do with feet, being on your feet all the time, and your feet aching, your feet, you're suffering with your feet, because he's making me feel that my feet are aching, and I just can't wait to get my shoes off at the end of the day and my feet are aching, if that makes sense. Is there a nurse in your family, or is he showing me that you're on your feet the same as a nurse would be all day back and forward in your job? I'm not a nurse, but I can take it in the family. Okay, thank you. So we know where we're going, kind of thing with him. It's just my, yes, I'm a teacher, lovely, thank you. So you walk around all day, you're back and forward, that makes sense, thank you. So yes, I get what is right. Would you understand it yourself as well? I'm feeling the cold a little bit lately. I know the weather hasn't been brilliant in Birmingham where I am. I don't know where you are, but um, I'm feeling the cold a little bit, and I'm feeling like a chill here and there. Would you understand that? Because he's saying that spirit coming close to you, Rebecca. It's making me aware that spirit come close to you, and all of a sudden you feel, oh, I'm feeling a little bit cold here, and he's making me aware that spirit comes close to you. Yeah, okay. So I feel that spirit are around you all the time, Rebecca. I think that they bring lots of healing your way, lots of energy your way. I feel that you're really, really run down at the moment. Your energy is very, very flat. I know the school holidays are here, but I feel like it feels to me that it doesn't matter if I had 10 months, it wouldn't be enough time to catch up with how I feel. That's how I feel. I'm getting vitamin C with you, my love. I'm getting some vitamin C. They're bringing in vitamin C. They're saying that you need to drink lots of orange juice and eat oranges, take vitamin C, and be out in the sun as much as you can, because I feel like with your job, you don't get the opportunity to do that too good. Right. I'm going to leave the love of spirit with you, Rebecca, and thank you for working with me. And I'm going to go back to Cheryl. Cheryl, are you still with me, sweet? Cheryl, are you with me? You're welcome, Rebecca. Cheryl, I've got to move on. I'm sorry, I've got to move on because we do only have such. Cheryl, you're there. Thank you, my love. Cheryl, I just chose the card about eating healthy. I don't know whether you just started doing that or you're just planning on doing that. Are you starting a new chapter? You feel like the summer's here and you want to burn some extra pounds. I don't know whether you feel that you want to take on a new regime like that, but I feel that that's going to be really good for you, my sweet. I feel that that will be really uplifting for you. I feel you're a bit flat at the moment, and I feel that exercise is the way forward, because I feel that I'm not saying that you need to lose weight or whatever, Cheryl. I don't know you, I'm not sure, but I'm saying that um, it will give you that uplifting that you need. I feel that you need to um, start a gym, or maybe you have started the gym. I feel that I want to exercise. That's what I feel like I want to do. And I feel that that exercise is going to make me feel different. I feel that I'm going to be, uh, it's going to be, it's just going to completely change everything. You're going to see things in a different way, because I do feel like you're running on flat at the moment, Cheryl, if that makes sense. I feel that you need to take that time out for yourself, whether it be a long walk in the park, or whether it'll be going through the forest on a, on a nice summer's day, being out there in nature. I feel that that will really, really help you. So put them trainers on. That's what I'm being told by Spirit. Get them trainers on, then walking shoes, and get out there, my sweet. Get out there, enjoy the outdoors, and I think that will really, really change a lot of things that you're going through at the moment, Cheryl. And I think it will really help you with the way that feeling flat, and lift your mood. if that makes sense, my love. Thank you very much for working with me. Right, let's see where we're going. Right, okay. So the cards just flew right at me. And again, we've got diet is important. And I feel that we're with right, Cheryl, take out of it what you can. It may mean that you need to, what spirit may be trying to say is that you may need to change something around from what you usually do, because I don't feel like it's working for you. I'm not saying about your weight or anything like that. I'm saying about your general, it'll help your mental health, it'll help the way you feel, and it will uplift you, if that makes sense, sweet. I feel like you need to change things around a little bit, sweet, and then I feel that you'll feel so much better for it. I think you're right, the usual is not doing it for you anymore. I think that you love being outdoors, you like walking your dogs, that's lovely, that's fine. But I feel like maybe go a different way than what you would normally. Go to a different area, take your dogs to a different place and see how that works for you, my love. Because that's what Spirit's saying. You need to change things around. Right, I've lost this now, sorry. Right, where are we going? Deborah Padfield. D E B R I. Right, my love. Your card's fresh air. Fresh air. So I feel again with you, Deborah, I feel like you need to be out in the outside a little bit more. I think you need to be out in the outdoors and do more outdoors than what you actually do. I feel that you need to be out walking in nature, taking a different activity outdoors. I feel that you need to be doing a lot more outdoors. I feel like you're not doing as much as you could be, or you will, that is good for you. I don't feel in a sense again weight or anything like that. I think it will help you mentally. I think it will help you you'll feel stronger. I think you'll meet new friends, and that's what I think you're lacking at the moment, Deborah. I think you need to meet new friends, new people, socialise in different ways, different areas, because I feel like although your friends are your friends, I feel like same old, if that makes sense. I feel like you need a change from the usual. I think you need to do something different. I feel that it will make so much sense to you when you do that. I feel that your lots of doors will open for you, Deborah, and I feel that that's what's happened, what you need at the moment. I think you need doors to open for you, whether you're looking for a new career or a new adventure, a new hobby. I feel like doors can open for you when you start changing the circle, if that makes sense. I know there's a man coming through, and he's coming through on dad's side, so he's coming in on my dad's side. So I would say a man, he's either going to be, he seems very close, so it's either a partner or a father or something, but very close. They would have been very, very close to you, Deborah. And this male, I don't think he reached old bones either. I think he was in round about his 60s. He's saying, well, he's coughing to me, so I know there was something to do with that. He's coughing, and he's really coughing, and showing me that's something to do with his chest or lung area, if that makes sense to you, Deborah. So he's mentioning that. He's also mentioning, okay. Well, he's also mentioning something about yellow roses. Yellow roses. He's mentioning about them, and he's mentioning that. He's also, okay. Well, he's mentioning about licorice. No, I haven't got a clue, but he's mentioning about licorice because he's putting licorice in my mouth. He's making me taste licorice. I like licorice anyway, so he's all right. He can carry on. He can stay here. And he's mentioning about licorice. Do you remember the old licorice? The whirls, the wheels, and you'd have the little bitty things, sweet, in the middle. He's showing me one of them, Deborah. I don't know if you understand that, but he's mentioning about that. But and you would get it, and you would make it into a long lace. He's mentioning about that. Okay, sweet. Okay. Well, he's showing me as well, Deborah, around you, candles. Because I'm feeling really hot. Would you understand that? Do you? I don't know whether you practice spiritually or something, because I'm seeing lots of candles and I'm feeling really hot, and I'm feeling a circle. Or whether you're in a circle or you think that you should join a circle, but I feel that that's something that he also wants to get through and say. Comments are not coming through as quickly as they should, but that's fine. We'll just carry on working with it. Spirit do this to us sometimes. So yeah, Deborah, I feel that there's lots of candles and a circle. So I feel like either you're joining a circle, you're involved in a circle, you need to be joined in a circle, because I feel that that's where you'll meet these new people too. I think these new people will come around and you will see things in a totally different way, and you will actually really, really get enjoyment out of this. And this is what he's saying. He's also mentioning, right, okay. He's also bringing June in for you, the month of June, whether that makes sense to you too, Deborah. And he's also mentioning about giving me the number 2. So I don't know whether that makes sense either. And I'm going to leave your love of spirit with you and trying to work through as many people as I can this evening. Thank you for working with Deborah. Kerry Smith. K-E-R-R. Call upon Archangel Raphael for help. Have you been feeling a little bit poorly lately, Kerry? Has there been an illness around you or somebody close to you? Because I feel like there's an illness, and I feel like that the angels are coming through and they're bringing all this healing around you. And I feel that there's a lot of disappointment for some reason with yourself, Kerry, if that makes sense. I feel that I'm almost like I've got over something and then it's back again. If that makes sense to you, Kerry, I feel like there's been something that's like knocked me down and I've got over that, and then it's come back again. I have to mention as well with you, Kerry, I have to mention COVID. That really, we don't we're not doctors or nothing, but I have to mention COVID with you. So I don't know why I needed to mention that. Whether you, I've been unwell a bit low. Okay, thank you. Um, I, have you had COVID and then had it again? Would you understand if I said that to you, Kara? Because I feel like I've got to mention COVID. COVID comes straight into my ear. Good evening, Cornelia. I got COVID, right? Cornelia, right, please. That's what comes straight to me, COVID. Or, here's, I think so, yes. Okay, lovely. Okay, thank you. Right, that's okay. Because I'm feeling like the first time took me off my feet and I've never quite got over it, if that makes sense with you, Kerry. I had, but I didn't take. Okay, yeah, because that's what I'm feeling, Kerry. I'm feeling that you thought that you had, if you didn't know that you had COVID, you thought that you had COVID and you was pretty much certain that that's what it was, because I'm feeling like it's exactly how I would have felt before, but a little bit, you know, I haven't got over the last time, and then this has just given me a right kick and knocked me back, if that makes sense for you, Kerry. I'm feeling that that's where I'm going. I'm feeling that I'm also feeling around you that I've got some kind of sore throat, around my throat areas hurting, and I'm feeling very congested, if that makes sense. And I'm feeling like I want to almost want to say something and the words aren't coming out as well. I'm also feeling there's a lady coming through on mum's side. I feel that it could be mum, Kerry, if it is mum or grandmother. And this lady is coming through and she smells absolutely amazing. She smells lovely. As she comes in, the smell would have as she would have come into a room, the smell would have just been in the whole of the room. She would have knocked everybody, and everybody would have known that she was coming. I hope this lady makes sense to you. I know that this lady was very, very well spoken, very, very gentle spoken, very on point with what she would say, and always spoke, always spoke a lot of sense. Well, it could be in an okay. And she's making me feel that she would never have spoke until she knew what she was going to say, if that makes sense to you, Kerry. She would have thought about what she said before she said it, if that makes sense. I know that this lady enjoyed going out. I know I feel like I want to go out shopping. I want to do things like that. I want to be outside, outdoors. I like not spending loads of money, but I like to treat myself here and there to the nice little things, you know, an odd cake here or an odd this there, and that's how I feel with this lady. I also feel like with this lady is also saying that this is what you also need to do, Kerry. I feel like you need to treat yourself a little bit. I think you hold back a little bit and think, if I don't need it, then I don't really need to get it. But this lady's saying, oh, come on. You know, a treat never hurt anybody, and it doesn't have to cost £1 million. This is what this lady's bringing in for you, my love. She's also saying about that I feel that mom has been a little bit down or run down and not well herself, Kerry, if that makes sense. I'm feeling that she's also bringing lots of healing in there and lots of love, and I think she's saying that things will get better. Things will improve in time. I feel like it seems like a long time coming, but it will improve for you, my sweet, if that makes sense. I feel that she wants to bring lots of love in for you and for also for mum. I feel that there was a quite a close relationship. I feel that she was a bit of a storyteller in the nicest possible way. Like to talk about days gone by, and I don't have anything to do with my mum. Okay, then that's sweet, right, Kerry? But it doesn't mean that the message isn't for mum too. So yes, please take what you can of it. I feel that, would have you known that her and her mum had a good relationship, Kerry? Because I think this is what she's trying to bring in, that she had a good relationship with your mother. Would you understand that? Because I think she's bringing that in. I think she's bringing in the sense of she's a little bit sad by the whole thing that you don't like, you don't talk. Because I feel that mum hasn't been the best of late, because she's bringing that in also. I've also got to, mum's supposed to be at age 96. Okay, right. So would you understand that, oh, this is awful to say, I'm going to say it how it is, my love. Would you understand that your mum's mum isn't very well, and she's in where between two worlds? Would you understand that, my love? Would you understand if I said it to you like that? This is important, because I don't want to give you something off that is totally wrong. Thank you, my love. That makes sense, because sometimes that happens, Kerry. Just before they transition into the next world, sometimes we can start picking up on their ritual energy or whatever, and we can start, because I feel that it definitely is something mum's mum. That's how I'm feeling. And I know that this lady is bringing lots of loving for you, and I know that she wants to bring lots of loving for your mum, and I know that she's saying that she's sorry she can't help her a lot more, if that makes sense. Nan's fed up, she's had okay, sweet, right, that makes sense for why I'm feeling. It's your Nan's energy that I'm picking up with. I know that I feel that I'm staring into thin air and just miles away. Does that make sense, Kerry? I'm feeling like I'm not really with it. And I don't care either way. And that's how I'm feeling with Nan. I know that your Nan's got the angels around her. I know that they're looking after her, and they're saying that she's not quite ready yet. It's not her time yet, and I think Nan knows that too. But she's just, like you said, she's had enough, and I think I'm going to leave the love of spirit with you. We've got through quite a few messages this evening. I am back again with Tony Coppins next week, and then I'll be again with you next Thursday at the same time, if you want to join me. I'm sorry to who I haven't got through to, but remember, Spirit's always with you all, and I'm going to leave the love of Spirit with all of you, and much love to you all. Good night.